I gave my 3-year-old food poisoning and it saved her life. I'm not the type of mom who has everything together. My daughter Ella and I live in this cramped apartment, and most days I'm just trying to keep us both fed and clothed while juggling 2 jobs. That Tuesday morning, I was already running 20 minutes late for my shift at the dental office when Ella started tugging on my scrubs. Mama, I'm hungry. I yanked open the fridge and grabbed the leftover mac and cheese from 3 days ago. She'd been eating it all weekend without complaining. I nuked it for 30 seconds and handed her the purple bowl. Eat fast, baby. We gotta go. She took 3 big bites. It tastes funny, she said, but she ate it anyway. By noon, the daycare was calling. Your daughter's been vomiting for an hour and she's burning up. We need you here now. I told my boss I had an emergency and drove to the daycare as fast as I could. I found Ella curled on the bathroom floor while her teacher knelt beside her with paper towels. Mama, it hurts so bad. She kept whimpering while clutching her stomach. How many times has she thrown up? I asked while scooping her into my arms. 7, maybe 8 times, the teacher said. She can't even keep water down. The drive to the emergency room was hell because she couldn't stop puking into the plastic bag I'd grabbed. I'm so sorry, baby. I think Mama gave you bad food, I kept saying. She was burning up in the back seat, her little body shaking. At the emergency room, I explained about the mac and cheese while they started an IV in her tiny arm. That'll do it. We're going to give her fluids and run some blood work, the doctor said while typing into his computer. I nodded and sat there feeling like the worst mother alive. We waited for 2 hours while Ella slept against my chest. Then a different doctor walked in holding a clipboard. We need to run more tests. Ella's white blood cell count came back extremely high. I shifted Ella in my arms. What does that mean? She showed me the lab printout. Normal is between 4 and 11,000. Ella's is at 38,000. My stomach dropped. Is that from the food poisoning? She paused before answering. Sometimes we can see this with severe infections, but this is way higher than we'd expect from bacteria alone. The next 3 hours turned our entire world inside out. Suddenly, nurses started rushing into our room. We need to move her immediately, one said while unplugging monitors. What's happening? I asked as they wheeled Ella's bed down the hallway. Nobody answered me. They took more blood, rushed us for an ultrasound, and I watched 3 doctors huddled outside our door whispering and pointing at charts. A nurse came back in and started checking Ella's lymph nodes, her hands moving fast. Is she going to be okay? I begged. The oncologist is on her way, was all she said. Oncologist? Why does my daughter need an oncologist for food poisoning? The nurse wouldn't look at me. A woman in a white coat came in. I'm Dr. Kim. She was already examining Ella while talking. We found something in her blood work that we need to address immediately. She pulled out a tablet, her fingers flying across the screen. These cells shouldn't be in a healthy child's blood. She showed me weird-shaped dots clustered everywhere. These are blast cells. We found thousands of them. I couldn't breathe. Are you telling me my daughter is dying? Well, we're seeing signs of leukemia. The room went black at the edges. But here's the thing. We caught it by complete accident. She kept talking fast while I tried not to faint. Most kids with leukemia don't get diagnosed until they've been sick for months with bruises and fevers that won't go away. By then, the cancer has spread everywhere. She pointed to Ella sleeping in the hospital bed. Your daughter isn't showing any symptoms yet. It looks like we caught this early. I felt tears running down my face. But my daughter's here because I poisoned her with spoiled milk. Dr. Kim said something I'll never forget. That spoiled milk might have given us the head start we need to beat this. They admitted us immediately and started treatment that same night. The bone marrow test confirmed Ella had leukemia, but Dr. Kim kept saying we were fortunate. Catching it this early puts her odds of a full recovery above 90%. That expired mac and cheese I fed my baby became the mistake that saved her life.